Alright, back at the bus. This morning we're going to do something a little bit different. Sorry, as my can's overflowing. I did some work this morning because I couldn't find the camera mount, and I finally found it. And so I'm going to kind of walk through what I did this morning. I also did some stuff yesterday that was off camera, and just kind of a catch up to where we're at. So I got this door mounted, and it does slide a little bit at the end, so I'll trim that up and fix it. But back here, kind of cleaned up a little bit. There's some extra hose. Here's our shower wall. Here's a pump. It's not mounted yet. I just got water in and plumbed in, and then we have our controller here, and this will actually allow us to turn on and off the pump from inside the bathroom. Another thing I did was I cleaned up some of the, well, it doesn't look very cleaned up wire-wise, but I got our fuse blocks hooked up. So now all of our DC is through fuses, mainly the lights and the pump. And then down here, I got a breaker box. So this will be our main breaker, and then 15 amp breakers for everything else. This one is for the fridge and the outlets by the sink, and these ones are on a GFCI. And these two, this one is for the washer dryer, and then we have another 15 amp for the outlet near the front of the bus. And all of that goes to our 2000 watt inverter. I opened this guy up and I looked inside of them. All three of these outlets are just hooked up in parallel to each other. So using one cable that's rated at 30 amps, I should be able to hook it all up inside here like I did. I left the extra all coiled up here because I'm not sure where I want to mount this box yet. I think we're going to take out this window and seal that up, and then I might mount the box on the wall back here. Besides that, I routed all the wire, so the one for the fridge goes back behind here, over under there, comes out over here, goes up through here. I had to go above the wheel well here, which kind of sucks, but brought it inside here, and it goes behind the fridge to the outlet box over there. That is the GFCI, and the fridge is currently plugged into it. And then this one I just have laid out here, and we got a tablet plugged into it. And that's going to be the one that's going to be on the counter. It's probably somewhere up here, maybe on this right here. I think that'll be a good place for it. On the opposite side of the bus, we have two cables that run underneath the bed. So when we come through here, both those cables, I don't know if you can see it, but they're routed underneath. Go through here, go through inside the wheel well area. One of them comes out up top the wheel well, and that's a GFCI. That one's going to be for the washer and dryer. And then the other one goes through the wheel well, comes out here, drops into the floor, goes kind of in this little channel in front of the door, comes out up there, and then it runs along the wall. And again, it's just kind of laid over here just in place because it'll probably get mounted somewhere up here eventually. But yeah, the other thing I did yesterday off camera was I kind of started framing in some of our cabinetries. And then in the kitchen, you probably saw that a little bit. Pardon the mess. But I was framing up the counters in here too. And then hopefully I'll start recording. I think I cut these too long, I gotta trim them down. Shh. Here we see the Elizabeth in her natural habitat. Look at how she rolls the paint on.
Ridiculous.
She likes it, I think. Alrighty, after some frustrating decision making, we ended up buying this ceiling paneling and it's this stuff right here. Just camera around this guy from Home Depot. They're about 20 bucks a package for 6 8-foot chunks, and it looks a whole lot better than this panel board we had up. And it just gives everything a nice, clean, finished look. We have some pieces missing around the hatch just because we don't know if we want to keep that hatch yet. Actually, we know we don't want to keep it. So it is just trimmed up so we have enough pieces that we can put in there later and still make it look good. But that's kind of our update. Have a good one.